Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this special right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. 17th anniversary of 9/11. Here is the info for the ceremony to be held at Ground Zero on Tuesday, September 11, 2018, to mark the 17th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. The National September 11 Memorial and Museum will observe the anniversary by remembering and honoring the 2,983 men, women, and children killed in the attacks at the World Trade Center site, the Pentagon, aboard Flight 93, and those who died in the February 26, 1993 World Trade Center bombing. The ceremony will take place on the 9/11 Memorial Plaza at the World Trade Center site in Lower Manhattan. The ceremony is for family members of the victims of the 2001 and 1993 attacks, and they have been invited to participate in this year's reading of names. The 9/11 Memorial Museum will be open solely for family members. The ceremony will pause at 6 moments, twice to mark the times that each plane hit the towers, twice to mark the time when each tower fell, and to mark the moments of the attacks on the Pentagon and on Flight 93. The first moment of silence will be at 8:46 a.m. and House of Worship have been asked to toll their bells at that time. The ceremony will conclude at approximately 12:30 p.m. This time could change. A primary outlook of the event program is as follows: details and times subject to change. And let's take a look at the list. Take a look. "9/11 Memorial Names", a complete list of the names of the 2,983 victims can be found at 911memorial.org/namesmemorial. Explore the names arrangement and learn more about each victim using the Memorial Guide. An honor guard made up of individuals representing the FDNY, NYPD, and Post Authority Police will participate in the ceremony. The tribute in light will return for one night as a tribute to all those who were killed on 9/11. The lights are located at West and Morris Streets in Lower Manhattan. The lights will be on beginning at sunset on September 11 and will fade away at dawn on September 12. There is no formal program. The lights will be best viewed when it is completely dark. Now, let's take a look at the 9/11 victims with New Hampshire ties. Let's take a look at that video.
Tom McGinnis of Portsmouth was the co-pilot of American Airlines Flight 11, which crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. The captain of Flight 11 was John Ogonowski, an Air Force veteran. Madeline Amy Sweeney was a flight attendant. The Nashua High School graduate was able to call a ground supervisor by airphone to tell them about the hijackers before the crash. Thelma Cuccinello of Wilmot was taking Flight 11 to California to visit her sister. Also on board, Charles Jones, an Air Force veteran and the manager of space programs at BAE Systems. David Kowalson of Hudson was on the flight. He lived in Hudson and worked at Raytheon. Douglas Stone of Dover was heading to California on business and to help his son settle in for freshman year at UCLA. Carol Fleisig lived in Plaistow with her partner of 12 years and was also flying on business. Carl Max Hammond moved to Derry a few months before he boarded United Airlines Flight 175. He had a doctorate in physics and was a researcher. Robert LeBlanc was a geography professor at UNH. He was on Flight 175 to go to a conference. Louis Neil Mariani of Derry was flying to his stepdaughter's wedding. His wife was on a different flight. The ceremony went on in his honor. Kathleen and Michael Shearer of Dover were on Flight 175 to meet their first grandchild. They were married 39 years. Kathy Bantis worked for a company that had offices in the World Trade Center. She graduated from Central High in Manchester in 1975.
Okay, and those are the names of people that were on the flight with New Hampshire ties. And that does it for my special right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you back here later on today for more news coverage. Goodbye, everyone.